Hi there, I'm Lisa from Mythical Witchery. This grief check reading is intended to help us check in with the tarot to see what needs attention in our grief work. I'm using the Wisdom of Pooh Tarot for today's reading. Let's see what the cards have to say. So I use a simple what, why, and how spread for this reading. So what needs attention with your grief work? And we've got the Four of Swords. Why is this important? We've got the Magician. And how can you best support yourself through this work? We've got the Four of Wands. You need to give yourself time to rest. Grief is not a race to the finish line. This is a journey that will last a lifetime. Once you have experienced a profound loss, nothing will ever be the same again. Grief is exhausting, and you need to make sure that you're taking the time to rest and let your body recover whenever you need to, as often as you need to. And even when you think you don't need to. Everything has changed now that your loved one is gone. There is no choice now but to create a new life for yourself. There are so many things to do, so many choices to make, things to cope with. Even years after the loss, you'll still be dealing with grief, and you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself so you have the energy to live, the energy to deal with your new reality. This is not a race, it's a lifetime marathon. You need to celebrate every win along the way. I'm not talking about toxic positivity here. I mean, you need to acknowledge that sometimes even just getting out of bed is an accomplishment. And the fact that you did it is a big deal. So give yourself some credit. You know how hard this is. So acknowledge how hard you're working to cope, to survive. Thank you so much for joining me for this grief check. One of the most difficult parts of grief is how alone we can feel. If you're grieving a loss, please remember, no matter how devastating your loss may be, love never dies, and we are never really alone. Bye for now.